What if the SUV you already trust is about to get a hidden transformation you didn't see coming? New spy shots suggest the next update to the Lexus NX second generation isn't just a minor facelift, it could be a serious evolution. From subtle exterior tweaks to what looks like a redesigned spindle front inspired by newer Lexus models, there are clear signs something bigger is happening beneath the camouflage. Even more interesting, early clues point toward changes in hybrid technology and overall platform refinement. In this video, we break down every detail from these high-resolution images, compare them with recent Lexus releases, and highlight the key upgrades that could redefine this popular SUV. Let's start with this section right under the hood. On the current Lexus NX, that area is integrated into the bumper. But in these new images, it looks like a separate component. That's interesting because we've already seen a similar design approach on the Lexus TX. Right now, there's a circular spot below where the Lexus badge usually sits. But it raises the question, could the logo be relocated higher up, just like on the TX? It's hard to say if this is final production intent or just temporary parts being reused under camouflage. Now, moving to the grille. Once you trace the lines, you'll notice it begins immediately after that upper piece, creating a more integrated spindle body look. Unlike the current NX, which has a defined chrome or plastic border separating the grille from the hood, this updated version appears to blend the mesh into the bodywork. That's a design direction we've already seen on newer Lexus models like the RX and RZ. Looking closer, the grille pattern itself is very similar to the F-Sport variant, and given that this prototype is being tested on a track, it's likely the F-Sport handling model. One key change stands out: the millimeter wave radar. Instead of being hidden behind the Lexus emblem, it now appears to sit lower in the grille, inside a dark rectangular housing. This repositioning could improve close-range pedestrian detection and reduce repair costs compared to replacing a sensor-equipped badge. As for the front camera and logo placement, it's still unclear. Lexus may either shift the badge upward or keep the current layout, meaning the biggest update could simply be the lower grille and radar relocation. Now shifting to the side, you can see a more aggressive air curtain design around the front corner intakes. The shape here is clearly revised, and there also appears to be a smaller fog light or cornering light integrated into that area. It doesn't look as large as what we have on the current Lexus NX, but it's still early, so the final size and execution could change. The real highlight, though, is the headlight design. At first glance, it almost looks like a flipped layout similar to some Toyota models, but thankfully, that doesn't seem to be the case. The overall shape remains very close to the current NX, which is a good sign for design continuity. The signature daytime running light, often called the L or swoosh, appears to still be there, but it looks shorter on the outer edge. What's new is the addition of another lighting bar underneath. It's not entirely clear what function this serves yet, but it gives the front end a more layered and modern lighting signature. There's also a possibility Lexus may move toward projector-style headlights combined with upper and lower light bars, though enthusiasts will be hoping the triple-beam or quad-beam LED setups remain available on higher trims. Looking at the camouflage prototype from the side profile, not much seems to have changed. When you overlay it with the current NX, the proportions line up almost perfectly. The wheel arches sit in the same position, the door handles look identical, and the overall silhouette is basically unchanged. The only noticeable difference is the test vehicle running smaller 18-inch wheels compared to the larger 20-inch setup on higher trims today. Overall, the side view suggests this is more of a subtle refinement rather than a full redesign. One downside here is the exterior trim finish. There will likely be an F-Sport or similar variant, and ideally, these elements would be body-colored. But on this prototype, the trim doesn't look painted. Instead, it appears to be a glossy black or chrome-like plastic, which will stand out more against the body. It's a similar finish to what we see on the door handles, so expect a more contrasting look rather than a clean, color-matched design. Overall, though, the side profile of the Lexus NX remains almost unchanged. The proportions, panel lines, and general shape are nearly identical to the current model. Now, here's where things get interesting. You can clearly spot a charging port cover, and it's been moved to the front section of the vehicle. On a North American model, this would sit on the driver's side, while in Europe it could be mirrored, but this placement suggests a consistent new layout. This change strongly points to Lexus adopting Toyota's 6th-generation plug-in hybrid system. With this updated architecture, the onboard charger and inverter are combined into a single integrated unit located in the engine bay. By relocating the charging port forward, Lexus can shorten the high-voltage cable runs, which helps reduce weight and improve efficiency. More importantly, it hints at a potential increase in power and overall performance. There's also a bigger question around charging capability. Looking at the latest Toyota RAV4 plug-in hybrid, Toyota has started offering DC fast charging on higher trims. If Lexus follows that direction, the NX could finally support fast charging as well. That could mean charging from 10% to 80% in roughly 35 minutes. Though whether Lexus makes that standard or limits it to higher trims remains to be seen. Now here's something a bit odd. There's no visible fuel door on this prototype. That could simply be hidden under camouflage, but it does raise questions. There's always a slim chance this could be a fully electric version, but based on everything we're seeing, it's far more likely the Lexus NX will continue as a plug-in hybrid. If that's the case, the fuel door is probably still there. We just can't see it yet. Moving to the rear, this is where the most noticeable change happens. The full-width light bar is the standout feature. On the current NX, the taillight design is split into two distinct sections. But on this updated model, the layout appears more unified. When you trace the shape, it closely resembles the design direction seen on the Lexus RX. The outer portions of the taillights look very similar to what we already have today, so Lexus isn't completely reinventing the design. The big change is in the center section, which now seems to form a continuous single light strip rather than being broken up. This gives the rear a cleaner and more modern look. As for branding, there's a strong possibility we'll see Lexus spelled out either above the light bar or integrated within it. Most likely, it will sit just above for a more refined appearance. But Lexus could still surprise us with something slightly different. At the rear of the Lexus NX, most elements stay familiar. The reflectors, vents, and overall shape are nearly unchanged, especially compared to the F Sport trim. The only major update is the full-width light bar, which may now feature an illuminated Lexus script, either integrated into the bar or positioned above it. Overall, this refresh goes beyond minor tweaks. With a relocated radar sensor, a front-mounted charging port, and a smoother spindle body design inspired by the Lexus RX, the NX is evolving, likely adopting Toyota's latest hybrid system for better efficiency and faster charging.